Now, this has been implemented in 4 hospitals in Gauteng, of course, in your work with the state. We hope to see that spread throughout the rest of the country. But of course, there are many hospitals in the country that operate almost like field hospitals. There are clinics in rural areas that are severely understaffed or underfunded. Can these principles be transferred from a big city hospital like the Chris Hani Baragwanath Hospital to smaller hospitals in more rural areas?
Well, where are we now? It was 5 years ago that we did a project for the National Department of Health in the most needy health districts in the country. We ran these 5-day events in 18 hospitals. Many of them were rural. We did a total of 6 hospitals in the Eastern Cape, 4 in KwaZulu-Natal, 2 in Northwest Province, and 1 in every other province. And one of the most satisfying ones that I was personally involved in was in rural Limpopo, where they really took to what we were doing and had really good results, which they maintained. Very important that the CEO, the facility manager, comes on board and is prepared to go see and in a genuinely curious way ask people if they understand the purpose of their jobs and become reflective on how they do their work and what is tiring and what is causing delays, and thereby continuing this thoughtful people removing waste and no longer tolerating workarounds and firefighting. It takes time, it really does take time, and that's probably the big lesson for me is even though we've had really good success in the 12 different improvement areas in the 4 hospitals, as a rough average, there's been a 50% reduction in waiting time in each of those 12 areas in the last 6 or 7 months. But the biggest lesson to me is patience. Those hospitals can still make huge improvements, but they will make them, not me coming in and saying, I think you should do this or I think you should do that. They'll come to see it, and they'll get better and better at it, and then they'll sustain it.
Tell us about the Institute. You oversee an institute dedicated to lean management. For a viewer who's more interested to find out more information, where can they go and what does the Institute do?
Okay, the Lean Institute, we initiated it in 2007. I always think of the little phrase that I trotted out at that time, that we want to increase the number of people who know about Lean and make effective use of it. So through workshops and a summit or conference every 2 years, we tell people about, and then making effective use of is when we're working within organizations, public and private sector. We are now introducing this year a Lean Healthcare Summit, and we're bringing from the USA probably the leading person from an organization called Theda Care. They have 6 hospitals. And if I understand correctly, and I've asked this question a couple of times because I'm a little incredulous, but they have been rated in the last year as providing the best care on one set of criteria and a completely different audit, the best cost-effective care. And so Dr. John Toussaint is coming from the US to be with us at the end of October. He's going to spend a day with Groote Schuur Hospital, and he will spend a day at a conference we're doing in Johannesburg. And I'm really hoping that local healthcare leaders will get from him a strong message that it's possible, it's not rocket science, but it is good management. You can't sit behind your desk and tell people what to do. As I say again, connect them to purpose, ask lots of questions, and get them curious and active about improving things. So that's what we try to do. And We are learning all the time more about what is lean and what a transformation model for a company would be like, or a hospital would be like. My colleagues have just been in Poland. They got back on Wednesday last week at the Lean Global Network get-together. So I'm very keen to hear from them what they've learned from meeting with the 17 other not-for-profits. It's a very exciting world because the stuff works. And so we do want more people to know about it, and we do want more people making effective use of it.
Is there a website we can visit for more information?
Yeah, www.lean.org.za, that is ours, and www.lean.org is the US one, which is probably the richest in terms of webinars and videos and slides and books and facilities and their workshops. There's just a lot of free stuff on Lean out there. All the members of the Lean Global Network are not-for-profits, and we're very keen to have people know about it and make effective use of it.
Professor Fall, thank you so much for joining us today.
My pleasure. Thank you.